Ladies and gentlemen, they squabble over pollution, they squabble over water, they squabble over parali burning. Safe to say, Delhi's relationship with Haryana is toxic throughout the year. But this election season, it has turned into pure poison. 8 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, was the Election Commission's deadline for Mr. Kejriwal, who was to submit proof of his sensational claim that Haryana is deliberately poisoning Delhi's drinking water. He was a no-show, but sources say a lawyer did appear on his behalf before the Election Commission. Now, there's no official word on what proof has been submitted, either by the Election Commission or the Aam Aadmi Party. Once we get that, we'll update you. But today it was the Prime Minister who led the BJP's charge against Mr. Kejriwal, comparing him to the notorious serial killer Charles Shobraj, who was infamous for deceiving people. Mr. Modi also reminded everyone that Yamuna water that Haryana supplies is consumed by everyone in Delhi, including the Prime Minister.
दिल्ली के एक पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री ने हरियाणा के लोगों पर घिनौने आरोप लगा दिए हैं। हार के डर से आपदा वाले बौखला गए हैं। आप बताइए, हरियाणा के लोग दिल्ली से अलग है क्या? क्या हरियाणा वालों के परिवार, बाल बच्चे, नाते रिश्तेदार दिल्ली में नहीं रहते क्या? क्या हरियाणा के लोग अपने ही बच्चों के पानी में जहर मिला सकते हैं क्या? हरियाणा का भेजा यही पानी दिल्ली में रहने वाला हर कोई पीता है। पिछले 11 साल से ये प्रधानमंत्री भी वही पानी पीता है। जानबूझ करके बदिरादे से पाप करने वालों को न दिल्ली कभी माफ करता है, न देश कभी माफ करता है।
Now, taking a cue from his boss, Haryana's Chief Minister Nayab Singh Saini upped the ante and not just took a dip in the Yamuna, but even sipped from it. Those are the pictures on your screens. Mr. Saini accused the Delhi Chief Minister, the former Delhi Chief Minister, of spreading panic for political gains and then went ahead and filed a defamation case against him.
मैं आज पवित्र यमुना माता के चरणों में यहाँ पर आया हूँ। आप देख भी रहे हैं, मैंने यहाँ पर पानी का, माँ यमुना के उस पानी का आचमन भी किया है। पानी बिल्कुल यहाँ से सही मात्रा में हम दिल्ली को दे रहे हैं। मैंने कहा कि वाटर रिसोर्स अथॉरिटी है, उन्होंने भी कल चेक किया है। जितना मात्रा यहाँ होनी चाहिए उतनी मात्रा यहाँ पर है, पानी स्वच्छ है। परंतु जब यहाँ से ये दिल्ली में जाता है, दिल्ली के बाद ये हमें पलवल फरीदाबाद में मिलता है, तो वो भयानक है। केजरीवाल साहब, आपको दिल्ली के लोगों और हरियाणा के लोगों से माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
And it wasn't just the BJP. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also jumped into the story and challenged Mr. Kejriwal to drink the Yamuna's dirty water, just like he had promised years ago. Listen in.
केजरीवाल जी कहते हैं, कहा था उन्होंने कि मैं यमुना का पानी पीऊंगा। मैं चैलेंज करता हूं, केजरीवाल जी, जो आपने कहा था, ऐसी मीटिंग में जो कहा था, जो दिल्ली को आपने वायदा किया था कि मैं यमुना को साफ करूंगा और यमुना जी का पानी पीऊंगा, मैं आपको चैलेंज करता हूं, आज आप जाके यमुना जी का पानी पी लीजिए। आप दिल्ली की जनता को यमुना जी का पानी पिलाते हो, गंदा पानी पिलाते हो। आप साफ पानी पीते हो। मैं चैलेंज करता हूं, आज जाके यमुना जी का पानी पियो। उसके बाद अस्पताल में आपसे मिलेंगे।
So, ladies and gentlemen, the political heavyweights have spoken, but the big question still is, where is Mr. Kejriwal? He was asked to present proof of his accusations to the Election Commission by 8 p.m. tonight. The deadline has passed. We are learning he has sent across a lawyer to the Election Commission, but the question is, why has he not given this proof to the people of Delhi? After all, the people are the ones he needs to be accountable to first before the Election Commission. Was there any credible proof presented in the first place? That's the question I'm asking my guests who are joining us this evening. Thank you all very much for being with us. Preeti Sharma Menon is spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. Neoma Gupta is spokesperson of the Delhi BJP. Advocate Mahima Singh is spokesperson of the Congress Party. And Dr. Mohammad Amin is a former joint director of the Election Commission of India, joining us on the broadcast as well. There are a couple of specific questions I have for him, but let me just start with the spokesperson for the Aam Aadmi Party. Thank you very much, Preeti ji, for joining us on the broadcast. Can I ask you for a confirmation? Because this is just a confirmation we have got by sources. Can you confirm to us that Mr. Arvind Kejriwal indeed has presented proof to the Election Commission as was required by them via a lawyer? Is that something you can confirm for us?
Thank you for having me on the show. Yes, he has presented proof. You also mentioned that why has he not presented the proof to the people of Delhi first? Well, we have done that. Atishi ji submitted a letter to the Election Commission, and that letter is made public. We've published it, we've shared it with the media, in which he attached the letter by the Delhi Jal Board CEO. Now, the Delhi Jal Board CEO wrote a letter where she, of course, castigated Aam Aadmi Party for fear-mongering, and it is clearly the first paragraph and last paragraph were dictated in a BJP office. But in the middle, I can point it out right here to you if you can see this, she has categorically stated that the water coming from Haryana into the Wazirabad barrage, as on that date when she's written this letter, which is day before, is at 6.5 ammonia levels, because of which the Wazirabad water treatment plant cannot work at full capacity despite adding other water to dilute it. She's mentioned it over there. The ammonia is around 6.5 ppm in river Yamuna at Wazirabad plant. Despite dilution with CLC and DSB water, the water treatment plants at Wazirabad and Chandrawal could not be operated at full capacity. They are working at 15 to 20% capacity. This is the Jal Board's own confirmation. 6.5 is a very high number. I'll show you one more figure if you can zoom in on this. This is the Bureau of Indian Standards. It says that the ammonia in the water should be 0.5 so that water treatment plants can treat it. But water treatment plants usually treat 1. They also manage at 2 and 3 with, diluting it with water. But since January 14th till January 28th, from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7, the water ammonia level has increased dramatically. Yes, the Yamuna is not clean in Delhi, but we are not talking about Delhi water. We are talking about Haryana water that is coming in from Wazirabad into the Wazirabad barrage. Going further down, we have 37 STP plants, but we need to do a lot more work to clean the Yamuna, which is going downstream. That's a separate issue. That's not drinking water. The drinking water is upstream in the Wazirabad barrage.
Preeti ji.
बिल्कुल भी नहीं.
Preeti ji, I hate to interrupt you, but what was the charge made?
Yes.
The charge made was this. The charge made was this, that the BJP walas in Haryana are deliberately mixing ammonia in the Yamuna water that flows into Delhi. The charge was not that the Yamuna is polluted. The charge was that the BJP is deliberately mixing poison in the Yamuna water to sabotage the Delhi elections. I need to know from you where the proof of that is. Have you got CCTV footage? Have you got video footage of BJP people mixing ammonia in the river? Ye hai sawal.
Yes, the answer to this is that in Haryana, firstly, there are no STP plants. There is no water treated when it goes into the water. Second, ammonia comes only from industrial wastage. This industrial waste comes in from Jagadri. It comes in from the factories and industries over there. This morning we posted a video which clearly showed how the untreated wastage is being just poured into the Yamuna. Our people over there took that video. That video has been put onto our channels. It's been distributed widely in social media and on media, where the water pollutants over there are coming in unnatural black colors which contain ammonia. Ammonia is colorless, but the water is really, really dirty. See, the BJP is losing this election terribly. Arvind Kejriwal makes a difference of 25,000 in every middle income household in Delhi. Now, the only way they can do it is by, the Prime Minister said he drinks the water. Yes, he drinks the water. We all drink that water after it is treated by Delhi Jal Board. But if Delhi Jal Board can't treat the water, then there'll be a water scarcity. If there's a water scarcity, there'll be panic that Arvind Kejriwal can't deliver water. BJP, this is not the first time they've done it. In COVID, they denied us oxygen and we had to go to the Supreme Court to get oxygen. BJP does this politics with opposition states all the time, denying them essential services in order
Neoma
to
Gupta?
score political points. It's sad, but the fact still remains that Arvind Kejriwal is winning this election.
Okay. Neoma Gupta, are you satisfied with the quote-unquote proof that has been presented by the BJP,
Good evening,
by the
Shreya.
Aam Aadmi Party?
Good evening, Shreya. Thanks for having me on your debate. This time, Mr. Kejriwal has crossed all limits of basic civic and political responsibility. He essentially accused the BJP of trying to murder thousands of innocent people. I mean, he used the terminology of genocide. Are you going to compare his life with the Hiroshima Nagasaki bombings of 1945, which killed 2 lakh people? I mean, what an insult to the memories of the Jews of Europe or the Kashmiri Pandits to use a word like genocide. He said it was a deliberate intention of the Haryana government to attempt to kill people. I mean, that statement should not fly by in any normal debate. Today, we are all eagerly awaiting, since the EC has told Mr. Kejriwal to furnish his written proof and allegations by 8 p.m. As you mentioned, the lawyer is there, but we want to see what's happening. Please, in a small nutshell, I'd like to tell you that what has happened to Yamuna today is happened over a period of time. And what were they doing all this while when they were saying, we are going to clean the Yamuna, you vote for us in this election, you do this, you do this. It was all an attempt to failure. They claim to have spent about 6,800 crores, if I'm not mistaken. Where's that money gone? I mean, the current designs of the Delhi's WTPs is unable to treat raw water from having 1 to 0.95 ammonia.
Okay.
When was the last time you upgraded your WTPs? I mean, if you see when Atishi had she had complained about this in October 2024 when ammonia levels in the Yamuna at Wazirabad barrage were about 3 ppm. You weren't able to handle the problem when it was half the ammonia. Today, you come out just before the elections when you know you have been an epic failure. Today, the Chief Minister of Haryana is drinking the water. He's not going to do anything which is going to harm him or anybody around him. Further, I'm really happy that the Haryana government has filed a case against Mr. Kejriwal for his pathetic attempt to accuse the state government of mass murder. It's the way this situation is being tackled with politically just for elections is not acceptable.
But Advocate Mahima Singh, I want to ask you why
Can you
Rahul
hear
Gandhi
me?
is asking Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. Yes, I can hear you. I'm just getting in Advocate Mahima Singh. Advocate Mahima Singh, I want to ask you why Mr. Kejriwal is being asked by Rahul Gandhi to take a dip in the Yamuna when we know what happened to the last politician who took a dip in the Yamuna. It was from the BJP. His name is Vijendra Sachdeva. You know him, right? He's the BJP chief of Delhi. He had to be hospitalized. The water is so dirty.
Jai Hind, Shreya, I think both these parties are not leaving any stone unturned in misleading the public of Delhi and the public of India, in fact. And they are indulging in skullduggery of the worst kind. Both the parties are evading accountability, and what our leader and honorable LOP, Shri Rahul Gandhi ji, is saying, I think is very apt to be asked of the BJP, of the Aam Aadmi Party chief today. And when we are supporting the criminal action also, I would say that because you see, wherever the actions are against the principles of natural justice, whether it is Mr. Modi or Mr. Kejriwal, the head of the Aam Aadmi Party, both these parties are hemmed by avant-garde liars, Shreya. Because you see, they can indulge in fear-mongering of the worst kind to delude the voters, to cling to power, to assume power. So when we are asking Mr. Kejriwal to take a dip in Yamuna, obviously, because when Sheila Dikshit ji was ruling Delhi, when she was the chief minister, he made accusations of all sorts. But when today he is being asked to be accountable, to be answerable of the claims, of the promises that he had made before assuming power 10 years ago, he is evading. He is fear-mongering, just like the BJP. When Mr. Modi during the general elections talked of "Aapki bhains le jayenge," Mangal Sutra, Mujra, Mughals, what different is that from? So ECI should have summoned Mr. Modi also. If they are summoning Mr. Kejriwal, Mr. Modi also should have summoned. And pollution of Yamuna, indeed, both the parties are party to it.
Okay, Dr. Amin, the fact is, at least our understanding was when we saw the note from the Election Commission yesterday that Mr. Kejriwal has been summoned with proof. Now it seems that Mr. Kejriwal has been a no-show, but sources are saying that a lawyer has gone and submitted something, and that is something that Preeti Menon, the official spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party, is confirming on the show as well. A, I want to ask you, was it a mandate for Mr. Kejriwal to show up? And B, whether the Election Commission will now have to publish the proof that Mr. Kejriwal has submitted.
I cannot understand your question. What do you can reply, please? Again, repeat, please.
Yeah, Dr. Amin, I'm asking you, yesterday after the Election Commission had sent that note to Mr. Arvind Kejriwal in the Aam Aadmi Party, our understanding was that Mr. Kejriwal has to appear himself before the Election Commission and submit this proof of Haryana deliberately poisoning Delhi's drinking water. Now, he has not come today. He sent a lawyer. I want to ask you if that is any sort of violation.
No. Actually, the Election Commission, when given the notice, this is the election period time. So that's why Election Commission has given the notice to the Kejriwal on the base of the Model Code of Conduct. Actually, in this time, election time, nobody can spread this wrong nuisance to the anyone. Any party can nuisance or any blame or game at the time of the election publicity for their own. So that's why the Election Commission has given the notice, and if he is given the reply, he may submit with the lawyer. He said that he's not feeling well or he's busy with the meetings, he's in the election. So that's why he sent the lawyer, no issue. And this is looked after by the Election Commission itself. And then he get the reply, means whatever action is proposed by the Election Commission, he has to face that.
Okay. Preeti Sharma Menon, I have 20 seconds. I want you to respond to this. The BJP has responded to you by Nayab Singh Saini actually going to the Yamuna, taking a dip and drinking its water. To tell you, pani to safe hai, main pee sakta hu, to koi bhi pee sakta hai. What do you do with those optics? Has this entire Yamuna poisoning drama boomeranged on the Aam Aadmi Party?
I'm so glad
20 seconds, please.
I'm so glad you brought it up. I don't know whether you showed the video earlier, but when Mr. Saini drank the water, he spat it right out back there in the Ganga. I have the video here with me. I don't know if you can see it. He spits the water right out. He does not consume it. So that is a big self-goal by the BJP. And again, I would like to repeat that the Indian Bureau of Standards says water treatment plant should only treat water which is 0.5 ammonia. The rest of the water has to be rejected. So we can't create plants which treat 0.7 because that's not actually allowed. It's not healthy for anybody. We have to dilute the water and ensure that the ammonia is below 1 and only then take that water for human consumption. So yes, there can be something created which will remove ammonia at 0.7, but that's not safe for human consumption as per the Indian Bureau of Standards.
We have seen the visual again. Preeti ji, I have to wrap this show, but I saw that visual again since you pointed it out. The first time he drinks his, yes, he spits it out, but he drinks it a second, he puts his lips, the water to the lips for a second time, and then he consumes it. So see the entire video. It's on our screens as well. Our viewers are seeing it. Anyhow, we'll leave it there. These are optics. Yes, thank you very much, Preeti Sharma Menon, for joining us. Neoma Gupta, thank you very much. Advocate Mahima Singh, thank you. And Dr. Mohammad Amin, thank you very much. See the video, Preeti ji. You'll see what I'm saying. Ladies and gentlemen, on that note, I'm slipping into a break. Coming up next, the Uttar Pradesh government has now confirmed that at least 30 people are dead in the stampede at the Mahakumbh. Why did it happen? Can we really blame the Uttar Pradesh government for it? That's coming up next. Do stay with us.